like, damn, that's fucked up. But I'm going to continue on and do my high school shit. This week's episode is brought to you by our buddies over at Mutiny Info Cafe, where they not only have a great selection of used books, records, and great coffee, but they also have a fantastic selection of new and used comic books, graphic novels, manga, posters, Gundam robots, and Gundam robot models, and more. Mutiny Information Cafe in Denver at the corner of Broadway and Ellsworth, and online at mutinyinfocafe.com.
What's up? We need to jet down to Mutiny to buy some robots.
Yeah, we do. We need to get those.
I didn't know they were stocking robots. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ready.
Man, I buy so much worthless shit at a comic book shop every time.
All right, welcome. What are we at? 53 here? Everybody,
53.
Comically Gaming. Dirk's joining the show again. Thanks for stopping by, Dirk.
Yes,
Dirk.
and congratulations on getting the year. I didn't get my film in, but
no problem.
Man, just an unbelievable job. Skyrocketed to fame.
We appreciate it. Thank you for being part of the family. This last week, since our last show, we went from 574 subscribers to 597 when I looked earlier today. So yeah, next week we'll be past 600. Thank you.
Creeping.
Yep. Thank you for all the new subscribers. We really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the show. All that stuff. So everybody, how was your week? Corey, how was your week?
Corey, kick it off.
What you got?
It was great week. Played some more Persona.
Persona.
Actually,
I'm about to get it.
Kind of frustrating, to be honest.
So let's do go ahead with your frustration, but we're going to talk more about Persona. That's going to be our spoiler topic at the end of this show. FYI.
Oh yeah.
For everybody.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
So I'll just say it was frustrating, but still liking it. I was frustrated this week with Persona, so
it's my next game purchase.
Be positive about it. So I'm the opposite. I just beat the first Palace, and I'm riding high on Persona right now. I love it. I love the kids. They're my homies. They're my peeps. Just we say it every week. What this game does with characters is incredible.
Dude. Have you been to the beach?
IGN gave it 97% out of 100.
Yeah, it deserves
97 out.
It deserves that. It's good.
It's incredible.
Because it's a great game.
Yep. All right. Let's talk more about it later in the spoiler topic. End of the show. Fast forward to the end if you want to hear why we love Persona.
Other than that, for me, as far as the show goes, kind of a slow week. Read Secret Empire 0 and 1, which we talk about later. Very long.
Very good, also.
Good. Yeah, great. Just longer than expected, so I couldn't fit in more books to talk about. But, I guess other
Ghost Recon?
than that.
Ghost Recon?
Not gonna hear you.
Thorn and Corey's side.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
Yeah. We played a level of Vermintide, killed it on beginner. Yeah, we destroyed them. Well, Joe keeps talking about these patrols. They ain't shit. They ain't shit.
Crush them all.
We destroy them every time without fail. And then, so we're the best. We're the best at that game. And then we played some more Ghost Recon Wildlands,
which is great.
Continues to be fun. Yes,
really fun stuff for sure.
Nice
Ghost Recon again. I guess this is the last week. We'll be playing this for the next whatever until Destiny 2 probably, and you know, it's
Well,
because
just needs to buy it instead of renting it every week.
yeah, it's stupid, yeah. But the you know, it's again questionable. The story is not good. I don't even care. I play video games for story. That's why I like video games. I like being a part of these stories.
Absolutely.
And
More than most people, you're very into stories.
Yeah, for sure. And in this game, I don't care about the story. I skip it when it comes up and stuff. And you know, it's because the gameplay is so good. You know, it's not the story is not what's fun about this game. It's
fun. It's like you kill everyone, and I'm like, jump over the wall, hop in my Lambo, let's fucking go.
Yeah, to the helicopter pad.
Yeah,
we fly across the city, and then let's not park the helicopter. Let's fly it as high as we possibly can, so that we can all jump out, right?
Including the driver.
Yeah, we'll put C4 on the side of it before we go on our flight, so that when we all jump out to parachute out, we can blow it up as it falls down next to us. Yeah, awesome.
So you're saying it's worth it just for the gameplay to try it out?
For sure.
Yeah.
If you have friends to play it with.
I don't have any friends.
Yeah, so. That sucks.
So that's your week, Corey?
Yeah, that's my week.
Yeah. Dirk, what do you got? What'd you do this week?
Let's see. Just got back from the beach, which was excellent.
Don't care about your personal life.
I need some beach.
Let's see. Hot Shots. We beat LJ to move up to the silver level. And beat 2 more courses on that.
I can't wait for the new one to come out so we can actually play together.
Man, dude, I'm gonna kill the shit out of that game.
You wish. You don't know how good I am at golf games, so.
Well, I mean,
we'll see on the course.
We're hanging tough, man. Silver. We're on silver right now. We're trying to get to gold.
I'm gold. So.
You know, Adam's gonna be a part of this too, Corey.
Bring it on, bitch.
Oh, man, I'm ready for some online play. I'm not normally an online guy, but Hot Shots, absolutely.
Yeah, hopefully they do it right, for sure.
Yeah.
I took
a break from Witcher.
Right. It's for everyone.
I took a break from Witcher. I started playing again Lord of the Rings.
Don't take a break from Witcher.
Shadow Mordor?
Shadow Mordor, yeah.
Fuck, I love that game.
It's great.
Yeah.
Witcher's better.
It's good for a different.
Oh yeah.
What's great about Shadow Mordor though? It doesn't even exist in The Witcher.
It's just 2 different games.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Not a big Shadow Mordor fan.
You're wrong.
No, I dig it. It's like a Risk. It reminds me of Risk a little bit. You've got like different, sections that you're managing, taking over, all that execution style stuff, and it's great.
I just love, like, Uruk the stupid and Quark the nasty. Like, those dudes, those orcs that I kept on seeing over and over again running around their countryside and stuff, and then they're
Rat Bat.
Yeah, you. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like those moments were so cool.
Yeah,
I love those. Yeah.
You ran away from me last time.
Yeah.
I think
that's pretty generic at this point. So.
Dude, no, it's anything but generic. Anything but generic. All right, so my week, I'm gonna throw in a little bit.
Yeah, how was your week?
You guys did not. Better Call Saul continues to be the best thing on TV right now.
I'm gonna start it soon.
And then Iron Fist. I watched episode 7. Still digging Iron Fist as well. Let's see. I got Ghost Recon, Persona 5. Okay, so then comics.
I'm glad you're still digging Iron Fist. By the way.
Yeah.
I was afraid like you would be, because I mean it is kind of cheesy.
But they all
as
are.
far as relationship wise, but
they're hard to put down once you start it. Yeah. I will say that.
Yeah. Good.
Like
show.
I had to finish all of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I couldn't just stop mid-series.
So then, with comics, we did Secret Empire 012. Also, the Free Comic Book Day had it's kind of like a prequel to it, so that was fun as well.
How's that?
That's the only one I didn't read, I think.
So I like it a lot, to be honest. It's got really cool art. It's not it's kind of about the day that the fall happens, and so it's just imagery everywhere. You know what I mean? It's not a story.
Who's the artist on
so to
that?
speak? I don't even know. Hold on. Andrea Sorrentino.
Oh, it is Andrea Sorrentino.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So
that's who's doing most of them. Beautiful. He's doing at least 3 or 4. Yeah.
Oh, that was actually a bit of comic news I missed.
What?
After 5, they're switching artists.
Are they? Gotcha.
It's going from you to Sorrentino, I think.
Gotcha.
Right?
So.
Maybe, I don't know.
Also read Star Wars number 31. It is the classic case of Marvel pissing me off by me paying for this subscription where they throw this random ass chapter to a different story in the middle of my storyline.
Yeah, go buy the other one.
I'm not gonna go buy the other. I'm not buying one of the other ones.
Wait. The one about Afra and Luke?
Yeah. That's chapter 2.
Well, spoiler alert, I don't even know who Afra is.
You know who Afra is if you've been reading Star Wars? She's the doctor.
Dr. Afra.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who's in the prison?
Yeah, I know who she is.
All right. So then also in my free comic book day books, I've been digging these off-brand ones. So first of all, I just want to give a shout out. My buddy Gabe Soria is the writer of this book. Came out on free comic book day. The Ballad of Franklin Bonisteel. Dirk, this is a story.
Are there purchasable copies of that?
I don't know. I would assume that there is. But this is a story, a Los Angeles crime story where the anti-hero is from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah.
And, it's great. It's
AKA
really,
Southern Arkansas.
Yep. It's really great. And so I just can't suggest enough. My buddy, again, full disclosure, it's written by my friend, and I'm trying to push his stuff because he's my friend, but I'm also trying to push his stuff.
Is he really your friend?
Yes, he is. Yeah, but I'm also trying to push his stuff because it's awesome. And
what's the name?
The back of the book, Gabe Soria. Yep.
Now, what's the name of the book?
Oh, The Ballad of Franklin Bonisteel.
Okay.
The back of the book also says Murder Ballads by Gabe Soria and another individual, featuring an original soundtrack by Dan Auerbach of the Black Keys and Robert Finley. So I don't know if this is a comic / soundtrack / like, you know what I mean, mix up?
Weird.
Or what the deal is, but I'll have to ask Gabe because I enjoyed this book enough and he wrote whatever the story is as well. So down with that. Also,
nice, Gabe. That's awesome.
Have either of you ever heard of Spill Zone?
Spill Zone?
Yeah, so
no.
Apparently it's a fairly popular comic, written out in book style. So their comic book day, it's called Spill Night, was kind of a prequel to it. And I know my camera kind of sucks right now, but I just wanted to kind of show off the artwork and whatnot of this book. Beautiful stuff. Really liked it.
Spill Zone. All right.
Yeah, really creepy, kind of cool, kind of world and lore going on with this book.
Scott Westerfeld and Alex Puveland.
That is correct.
Puveland.
That is
all
correct.
Right.
So, anyways,
sweet.
It was a great week for it. My last week reads were terrible. It was G.I. Joe and Street Fighter V. I was not down with these 2 books. Man, I was stoked on these 2 books. So
nice.
Yeah, just wanted to give a shout out to them. So that's our week. We do the Star Wars news a little bit later. The only other thing that I kind of wanted to go through, had some miscellaneous topics this week. Number 1, Alien Covenant. Anybody see it?
No, I heard it was pretty good. I heard it was good enough.
Right. So
I heard it was really good, but it was from a weak critic.
Well, I'm one of these people who believes that Alien and Aliens are 2 of the greatest movies of all time.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Top.
Got to put them in there with Blade Runner.
Yeah, with everything. Yeah, all of my favorite movies. Those 2 movies are in that group. The rest of the movies, not so much. And so when I hear that there's a modern reboot, I don't get excited and run to the theater for it. And then it seems like
it is
a prequel though.
I still don't. That doesn't. do anything for me until I hear that it's good. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I thought I remembered liking Alien 3. Is that the prison planet one?
Alien 3.
Oh. Yeah, I think it's the prison planet one.
I don't know if it's just because I'm younger, but those are just all old cheesy movies to me.
Dude, watch Alien and Aliens, and you
the first
come
two
back
are
and tell me they're cheesy again.
The first one absolutely is a must-watch.
Yeah, it's definitely not cheesy.
Just the sense of pacing in it,
That's
the music.
It is. You need to watch it again.
No,
and come
it's
back
actually
and talk shit.
it's disturbing, man. It's pretty good.
So, yeah, if I ever do a greatest movies of all time with you and Casey, Corey, I need to bring Dirk with me too, because you guys do not have an appreciation of some of the best movies ever made, and it pisses me off.
Blade Runner, absolutely.
Ooh, me
That's a
and new.
must-watch.
Casey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So and then the other thing is a bit of news for the week was the Star Trek Discovery trailer. You guys watch that?
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it.
I didn't either.
I don't
didn't
know what
watch
people
it.
were
You
freaking
didn't
out
watch it, Corey?
about.
Yeah.
I think it's the best thing that CBS has probably ever done in a trailer.
The fact that that's on CBS, yeah, I
It's
couldn't
incredible.
even
It doesn't
believe
look like
right.
a CBS product at all.
Right. If that show is as good as that trailer looks, I'll watch it for sure.
Absolutely.
That's what I felt like. Now,
What was the knock on it?
I don't
Only
know.
thing I saw is you said that they were all wearing blue
Right.
outfit.
That's my only guess. Right? Is that everybody's in blue? Where's your red shirts? Where are your gold shirts?
Oh, there was a crowd that had issues that they weren't white males. Also, I did see that.
Well, that's
Whatever the fuck that means, but no, I think it's
There weren't any white males.
not in leadership. I don't think.
Right.
It's fine. I'm just kidding.
But I totally think it looks like better than anything I've ever seen on that channel.
Yeah,
I mean,
too. So here's hoping that Star Trek
Yeah.
Discovery is good. We'll see when it comes on.
absolutely.
All right,
I'm in.
let's move on to the comic news.
All right, let's do it. So yeah, on to comic book news.
Comic book news.
Bring it.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll start it with the downer. Artist Rick Butler, creator of Deathlock, from Marvel.
All-Star Squadron.
Yeah, and yeah, All-Star Squadron. Also did a run on Fantastic Four. Died from cancer.
Died of cancer.
68.
Cancer sucks.
Yeah.
Cancer
It's
sucks.
gonna get us all.
Yeah, for sure. That's the way we're gonna go out. And so yeah, died on the 19th. R.I.P.
Rip.
R.I.P. Rip.
All right. So, on to the breaking news. Also kind of downer news.
Also down in news. Yes, that's for sure.
To Josh, what? I don't even know how to start it. To Josh Whedon, director of the Avengers, is now taken over as full director of Justice League. Because
Yeah, let's
Zack
get back.
Snyder,
Yeah, talk about the reason. Yeah.
Zack Snyder's 20-year-old daughter killed
Okay,
herself.
that's what I want to know.
Yeah,
Jeez.
and
So
a couple
he's
months
pulling
ago.
himself out. All right.
So R.I.P. Zack Snyder's daughter. That really
Just,
sucks.
Yeah, I mean, in all seriousness,
Yeah.
We've had suicide affect our family.
Yeah.
I've got friends that are affected by depression.
Yeah.
Super, super, super terrible. I can't imagine having
Terrible,
a child
yeah.
commit suicide. I mean, can't get any worse than that. So definitely
No.
feel for Zack Snyder. Take all the time you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Take off 5 years or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real.
you know,
I can't
Zack
believe he
Snyder
was even
trying to
considering
work.
still trying to work. Well,
Yeah.
well, he said it was. I guess he had some interview and he said it was. He thought that maybe he could, if he could just focus on the Justice League, that and just dedicate his time to that he could get through it, and that might be a good way to get through it. And then he decided to not do that. So
yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
So. But
now let me ask you. This might. I don't mean to be controversial with this.
Sure.
Assertion.
Go ahead.
But I mean, is it going to be better that Whedon's on this now?
Well, yeah. That's what we're going. That's why we were going to have trouble with this topic because Because
I don't think anybody thinks like, hey, we wanted his daughter to, you know.
Right.
I think people understand
without
that.
being disrespectful to that situation.
Right.
I feel like.
Yeah.
So, Zack Snyder, thoughts are with you. That sucks, dude. But yeah, Whedon taking over could be a turning point with the DC movies.
It depends how much it depends how much he's going to change it, or if he's just going to keep the original vision intact, or you know, I don't know how much of it's finished.
Right.
Well, it was finished recording. It was basically he's going to do additional scenes and like editing and stuff.
Okay.
But I mean,
changes
you
it.
can do a lot with that.
Yeah, it changes it.
Yeah.
You can
the whole
edit
tone
out.
of it.
You can edit out scenes and film additional scenes and make it a whole different movie.
You can delete any part where somebody yells the name Martha.
Yeah. Yep. So
I mean, I'm just saying you could do that if you wanted to.
Yeah, editing's a big deal.
So Joss is also doing Batgirl. Yes.
Yeah.
And so, interesting, you know, that this has now kind of become his intro into it. Interesting. So I agree with you. In general, since The Dark Knight, DC movies have sucked, and Zack Snyder has been the driving force behind them. I liked The Man of Steel, but since then it went downhill. And you know, I have low expectations for Wonder Woman, but I'll absolutely be there day one, hoping it's good. And you know, so but that being said, DC was definitely going for this darker, serious tone to their movies that is a pretty contrasting to what the MCU is right now, which is very lighthearted, very colorful. So it's, you know, I almost wish that it was still the Snyder vision, only better. Instead of, you know, if Whedon comes in and just takes
he can't
it over,
come in and just switch it all around, like, and make it
all of a sudden it's
with what they've done.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, the MCU is what it is because of Kevin Feige.
It sucks.
Right? Yeah. I think the MCU is what it is because of Kevin Feige, not Joss Whedon. So it's whoever's pulling the strings at the top of DC sort of deciding probably what the vision of it is. I don't know how much control Snyder had in terms of
I feel like
the entire. Really?
Yeah, I feel like a lot. I feel like since that
it does
first
feel that way.
Man of Steel was him and Christopher Nolan, and then Christopher Nolan dropping out and it just being him after that with Batman versus Superman, and then them giving him control of the Justice League.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like it's his deal now. And,
and it's a very set tone, whereas the MCU's got a lot of variable tones with somebody sort of overlooking it from the top. Kevin Feige is connecting all that, but there's different looks in the different films. DC's just got one look. Yeah.
But it would be cool to see what Whedon could do with, particularly with with the Batman, who's clearly the badass. This is not the detective Batman.
Right.
You know what I mean? In these movies.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how he takes that character where it stands right now and turns it into whatever his deal, you know. And then
could be really awesome.
Yeah, with Batgirl coming up. Yeah, it could be great. Hopefully it is.
I think it'll be better than what Zack Snyder's been doing.
Yeah.
Either way.
That's not a hard bar to.
But right. Exactly.
So.
All right.
So, yeah. On to the next news.
That's on to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. That's on to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next news. All right. So, yeah. On to the next ne
Marvel.
Wait, can I piggyback off
Go
of
ahead.
that idea real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did The Rock say something about doing Black Adam?
Yes, versus
There was some kind of piece of
he said
yeah.
that Black Adam has a fight with Superman. He didn't necessarily say that was in the Justice League, but he
Right.
like tweeted something saying that the two of them that he's going to fight the actor who plays Superman nowadays.
And he also he mentioned some actor that he wanted to play Shazam. I don't remember who.
Yeah. Yeah, so yes, you are correct. That did happen.
Okay.
So, yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be interesting.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, Corey,
Yep.
your pause.
All right. Tom Hardy
Oh, right.
playing Venom.
What do you guys think?
In the new Venom?
It's amazing.
movie?
I just obviously, I mean, Tom Hardy, everything he touches is gold, pretty much, almost, 95% maybe rate. But
Does he make those weird shirts? Stupid shirts that like Guidos wear?
I don't think
Yeah.
so. I don't think he makes those.
He designed them though?
No, I don't think so.
You
oh
sure?
no, you're
No.
thinking of something else.
No.
But what's the so what universe is this gonna exist in?
So that's the question.
Well,
right
that's
there,
the question, yeah.
right? Because he
Yeah.
obviously cannot. Tom Hardy is obviously a lot older than Tom Holland.
Right.
So yeah, how does that line? Because it didn't just specifically say that he's going to play Venom. It said that he's going to be Brock, right?
They said Spider-Man's not gonna even be in the movie,
Yeah, right.
which is
right.
crazy.
Which is crazy and stupid, if you ask me.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to, even if it's like 15 minutes, even as if the movie focuses on Venom,
Absolutely.
Spider-Man needs to be in it.
I mean,
they can do whatever they want. They can be different ages. It's a different universe.
the only way they can get themselves out of that, I think that they can pull it off with, is to do something in like, if they did a Venom movie in the style of Alien,
Sure.
that would be
Right.
amazing.
Yeah. Yep. It absolutely would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's going to be that dark, but he's also an anti-hero. There's
He
not
was
many
good as
movies
Bane.
around villains, so I don't know. It's going to be...
Yeah, looking forward to it. That's a good casting, I think.
Sweet.
I'm just gonna
Tom
see
Hardy's
him and
awesome. So
think that Bane or that Venom should talk like Bane.
Wow.
That would be
Next topic.
awkward.
Last topic. This kind of reaching for this one.
Reaching for topics.
All right.
Comically Gaming.
All right. Well, we like Star Wars. We like Marvel. Marvel's launching a new Star Wars miniseries focused on Mace Windu.
You got any deets on it? Is it like what part of his life is it?
Yeah, I got all the deets. It's gonna be titled Star Wars Jedi of the Republic.
Okay.
Comic miniseries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just read this. This is from Newsarama. The 5-issue title will be written by Matt Owens and drawn by Denise Cohen. For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi have been peacekeepers of the galaxy, but now, at the dawn of the Clone Wars, they find themselves in a new role as generals in the new Army of the Republic. As Mace Windu, one of the Jedi's greatest warriors, leads a small unit of Jedi into battle shortly after the war begins, the Jedi must make peace with their new role or be lost to the violence around them.
So it sounds like that's like right at the end of episode 2. Like once the Jedis have become militarized, so to speak, once they all become generals and whatnot. So yeah, I mean that could be good.
Yeah,
I'd be down with that for sure.
Yeah.
The
I need to rewatch the prequels.
So
yeah,
I was actually going to do this at a different spot in the show, but let's do the Star Wars topic real quick here as well, because that's your last topic for comics, yes?
Yeah.
So
Are we finishing it off?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Scheduled to debut in August.
Scheduled to what?
Debut in August.
Oh, okay. That book series. Okay, gotcha.
Sweet.
So that's what I was going to say for the Star Wars topic for the week. IGN wrote something that made me think about it this week. But episode 2 turns 15, I think today. Or no, last Friday. This past Friday. So just wanted to just have a brief discussion.
R.I.P.
An ode to the second to worst Star Wars movie ever made.
Wait, which one?
Episode 2.
Yes, absolutely.
What? So, anyways, just
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about episode 2. So, Corey, you were just saying you need to watch them again. Do you even remember episode 2?
Not really.
At this point?
I don't remember Phantom Menace. I mean, barely. I remember the pod race, and that's it.
I mean, I've watched the originals a million times, and I love the Force Awakens. The prequels, I need to rewatch.
Just for info
just to know the lore.
purposes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like a source book.
Exactly, yeah. I
That's
need
it.
to, just so I can know what happened.
Yeah,
wait.
so
Go ahead. Yeah.
essentially, what you need to know about Star Wars Episode 2 is that Obi-Wan Kenobi and Jango Fett fight.
Yes.
Also,
What's the planet that Jango's on?
Does Obi-Wan win?
Yeah, Jango kind of runs away, flees. He's trying to leave at that time.
Isn't there a water planet?
What a
Yeah,
wussy.
it's Camino.
Okay, that's what I was trying to remember. It's those weird aliens.
Yep. Also, the end of that is Yoda versus Dooku, and at the time.
Oh, it's in that one.
Yeah, when I was in the theater, and Yoda turns on a lightsaber.
Yeah.
That was mind blowing for that moment. Anyways,
Right.
when that happened, and then those guys duke it out. But basically, the Clone War begins, and so whatever. Just wanted to acknowledge it. It's a crappy movie. You go back and watch it nowadays. It's hard to watch, but
I will say this: when episode 3 comes on, I'll usually watch it. That's the only one of the 3 that I'll sit there and watch.
Yeah, I had them on like back to back and stuff, and part of it I was watching just to kind of make fun of it. The love scenes are
awful.
They're so bad. It's unexcusably bad. The rest of the kind of like just like stone acting from everybody and in the weird tone, I can look past to just look at the lightsabers and space battles. But the love story stuff is just
it's terrible.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, I watched episode 3 just to see the turn. The murder of Mace Windu on film is always shocking.
Sure.
Spoiler alert.
We're there. All right, cool. Let's move on. Dirk, we're going to leave you at this point. We're going to go on with a couple other guests, but thanks for joining the show,
all right.
as always.
Absolutely, guys.
Yep. Have a good one.
See y'all later.
Later. All right, and time for the video game news segment. We got some special guests this week joining the show. Chance, Jimmy.
Yo.
How we doing, guys?
Good. Dream, man. Delivering pizza and making memes.
Nice.
And making memes. Let's go.
So we're gonna actually do a segment after this where we kind of go a little in depth on you two and what your shows are. So I'll give you a chance to talk about all your stuff. Then just want to knock out the video game news first here.
I like talking about myself.
Right? Don't we all? So kind of a pretty big news segment this week for games. Some of these I just want to blow through. Injustice 2 came out last week. Relatively good reviews. That thing's sitting at like about 88 on Metacritic. We played the crap out of Injustice 1. Any of you guys get Injustice 2?
I haven't purchased the game, no.
I'm going to be honest. I'm terrified of games that I know I'll be bad at.
That's fine. Totally acceptable.
There's a reason why I pretty much exclusively play strategy games.
Right.
And survival games, but yeah.
Yeah, so me and Corey are not great at fighting games either, but it seems like once every year or two we grab one and just something different to do when we're playing online against each other and whatnot. We were down with Injustice 1. We played quite a bit of that. I think at this point, because I'm so few and far in between in fighting games, I'm waiting for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I think that'll be the next fighting game that I buy.
Yeah.
The last fighting game that I played, much less bought, was Virtua Fighter 5 on the PS3.
That was a sweet game.
It was like 2007 or 8 or something like that. So
yeah, those old
Got
Virtua
it,
Fighters.
it's been a little while.
Yeah.
Injustice, it's being released with 8 purchasable DLC characters at launch.
Oh, is that true?
I heard people bitching about that.
I
Yeah,
don't like
that does
that.
suck.
Did you see it has Sub-Zero? It has Sub-Zero in it. Anybody see that?
Does it?
Scorpion was in the first one too.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing that they saved the best one for last.
How much do they cost, Corey? Do you know how much they cost?
I don't.
I mean, that's bullshit. If you launch that on day one alongside a fighting game, be different.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I wonder
gotta
how
be
much
up to
time was
unlock
put
them.
into this.
Yeah, you'd think so. Yeah.
Unlocking characters is the whole point of playing those games.
Right, exactly. Since arcades died or anyways.
Make your own arcade now in the living room.
Yeah. So anyways, just real briefly, I want to blow through a few of these. Farpoint is the PS VR first-person shooter that actually has like full motion movement through it and uses the weird gun peripheral. It got decent reviews from what I've seen. Kind of interesting. It seems like Resident Evil has been the only real game to come out for that piece of tech so far, and interesting. They finally get another one, and it's got decent reviews. Everybody says it doesn't make them vomit the second that they try to walk in it anyway.
Did Eve Valkyrie get on PS4?
Yes, Eve Valkyrie did.
Eve Valkyrie is dope. I played it with the Oculus at Best Buy, I think.
Right.
And I was like, I love space, so I'm all about that.
It's funny. So I played at Best Buy. I played that game on the PSVR at Best Buy, and it was okay. Like I agreed, being in the cockpit, dogfighting in space was awesome, but it did seem like tons of jaggies, and it did make me kind of sick, too. I gotta say, like I definitely felt ill when I took that thing off.
I think that's just because of the porting, because it was a PC game that got
Right.
ported to consoles.
Right.
So it's kind of like hard to downscale that from the open platform of the PC to a closed blocks platform.
Totally.
It's harder to make up for stuff and still make it look like it's supposed to be a good-looking game.
Right. Right, for sure. The other bit of news, Life is Strange 2 is in development. Life is Strange goes down as me and Corey's most divisive game of all time.
Yeah.
usually,
Why?
Usually if one of us says you're going to love this game, we do.
Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, Nate didn't like
the
it.
whole thing.
I just couldn't get into it.
Is it because? Do you like Telltale games?
I
love
love
them.
Telltale games. I just
Okay,
felt
see,
like
I don't.
I felt like Life is Strange is like 6 hours of like role playing as a high school girl, and I just wasn't without any action or anything.
My anime watching habit has trained me every day for this moment.
Right?
Yes.
I wouldn't be able to play that game.
Yes.
Dizzle.
It's funny. I got to one point where I
time
finally
for that.
like said to Corey, "Can I stop playing this now?" He's like, "Yeah, you're far enough. If you don't like it now." So
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
The whole, like halfway through where like everything changes and it was like totally mind blowing.
I was just
Yeah.
like, "Pfft."
And Nate was like, "Can I stop now?" I was like, "Okay,
What?
yeah, I guess."
What?
Yeah, so I will be the first to acknowledge that I am the minority on this. Everybody seems to love that game. Everybody you talk to universally seems to like that game. But yeah,
It's great.
I couldn't hang for whatever reason. Could not hang.
It's got terrible taste, man.
So next bit of news, Tom Holland, otherwise known of as Spider-Man in the current MCU, he just got cast as Nathan Drake. So we kind of briefly talked about this for a second. You know, I actually, IGN had a good picture of the two of their heads side by side, and they had the exact same haircut and did look kind of a little bit similar.
Is that what we're looking for, though? Really?
Right, but the reason that that dude is such a great Spider-Man, or one of the reasons why he's such a great Spider-Man, is because he actually looks like a teenager, as compared to the past few Spider-Men. So
True.
That's a problem when you're trying to go for Nathan Drake. You know.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think that he looks anything like Nathan Drake.
Yeah. So, not at
I
all.
mean, like, wait. Is it supposed to be like adult Nathan Drake?
20-year-old.
It would make more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they
I
had.
got to be
several
honest.
Nathan
Like, I don't
Drakes.
see. I just looked it up on Google because I hadn't actually seen the image. That's not even close.
Yeah. So.
But I love him. I
Yeah,
love him already. I've seen him in like a tenth of a movie, and I already would like.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'd watch a whole movie of him just talking as though he was Spider-Man.
See, but I would watch the movie just because it's Uncharted. So there's
Yeah.
I've actually never played an Uncharted game.
Really.
Yeah.
I can't get
I don't
them
like-
either.
I don't like third-person adventure games that much.
Oh, that's
very
my jam.
entertaining film.
Like
Yeah.
Shadow of Mordor is I didn't even play The Witcher 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
I-
that's my jam.
I did not play The Witcher 3. Sorry, my fiance's in the background. She's playing
She's
a game.
allowed to be.
Our desks are like this, far apart.
Funny.
So
So, and then just the other thing that I just wanted to re-mention real quick is that film is currently being directed by the director of Stranger Things too. So we'll see. You know, Tom Holland as Spider-Man is awesome. If he could somehow pull off Nathan Drake, then tip of the hat to the guy, especially because he looks so damn young. You know, it's gonna be a weird thing. But yeah, and then also directed by Stranger Things. We're fans of Stranger Things for sure. So
true.
maybe
as long as they don't go the route of the Hitman movie, we'll be good.
or any video game movie ever made.
Well, this one,
Hey,
he's
the first Punisher movie. I'm just kidding. Not Punisher. Max Payne movie.
he'll be able to get
was
into
awful.
character for this, I feel, and
Yeah.
he has a lot to work with, and he can make it really fun.
He did make the jokes work for Spider-Man, and that's a hard thing to do. So, and
Ah.
Nathan Drake does have that
He's-
kind of.
He's the
in
only
common,
Spider-Man that has both,
right?
like the Peter Parker and the Spider-Man down like that. I was like, yes.
Totally.
Anyway,
Yeah, he's awesome.
I could talk all day about Spider-Man. So we should probably
We'll have to do
continue.
that someday. Yeah. So then next is that the Switch is officially the best-selling console in North America in April and March now.
I don't show me a graph. Put a graph on the screen.
What about compared to the numbers of other things that just came out, like on their releases?
Yeah. Okay. So of course it's going to be low compared to that. Like they put out. I think worldwide they had 2,000 units available on day one, and so they sold those. You know, that's what me and Corey talked about that forever. Is that's what they're gonna sell. I'm sorry, million.
2,000.
I'm sorry, 2 million.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was like, there's literally no way. I know
Yeah,
more
thank
than
you.
one
Thank
person
you
who
for
has
correcting
Switch.
Imagine how much money you could make off of that by pre-ordering one successfully and then selling it on day.
Yeah, totally.
Literally
But,
walk out for sale.
but yeah, I feel like be it the Wii U or consoles that failed miserably, they all sell out that first month, worth of consoles, that they can put on
Yeah.
shelves. So
That's-
it'll be interesting. I kind of tend to think, still, the more I look at it, and especially I got a Wii U, so I've got Zelda and I've got Mario Kart 8, and those are the only two real good games that are out for that. So there's still no reason for me to get one yet. And all I hear about is how broken the online infrastructure is in that thing. I just can't believe that Nintendo hasn't figured out online yet. It's
Yeah, let's
it's
be
insane.
honest.
It's because they're blocking everybody else.
I want to Switch.
So they
Of
have
course.
to figure out ways to let the
You
game
bought
through.
one?
No.
I want one.
I want to Switch pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't have time to be playing Nintendo games. I just
Dude,
that's
I got
stuff that's
nothing
fun
but time.
with people, but I rarely have a bunch of people over down to play games. And if I
I
did,
want
that would be the console.
Corey. I'm gonna buy a Switch, and whatever the next Mario Party game that comes out. Instead of playing D&D one night, we're just gonna play.
Just jam that.
We're just gonna play Mario Party.
I'm seriously considering buying one. So
Bring it to my house so I don't have to spend the money and I can just continue upgrading my computer.
yeah.
Yeah, totally.
See.
I mean, if somebody threw one at me right now, I'd be overjoyed to have it. But
Uh,
it's weird.
absolutely.
It's weird that there's no games if you already own a Wii U. If you bought their last console and to be 6 months in and just have the
Yeah.
two Wii U remakes.
Weird, but it's also cool of them.
Yeah,
They
Wii is
Dude, you like
always-
Xbox One.
yeah. It's true.
Nintendo's
That's true.
Nintendo's always done that though. When the Wii came out, like Twilight Princess was on GameCube. I can't remember what the game was that.
Game
There's
Boy.
it was what?
They probably put it on Game Boy and anything they could make.
It's literally on the Famicom. Just came out. You know.
I would have lost my mind if Breath of the Wild didn't come out on Wii U for how long they were talking about it. I got to say that, being one of those few
I'll
Wii
be
U
honest,
owners on
I
Earth.
think it's a terrible idea. Sale was for them to put it on the Wii.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Nintendo's never really been about sales. They could not make any profits for almost. I think I saw this article that was talking about how they could not make profits for 20 years straight, almost, and literally
Still be in business.
still be in business.
Yeah, they got a
Because-
bunch of cash from the Wii.
They like back when Nintendo was the only thing around that was like accessible. When it came to video games, like everyone bought one. Everybody.
Yeah, and everybody bought the Wii too.
Been down since the
It's
beginning.
because he's freaking awesome. I don't care what anybody says. I love the Wii, dude. Wii Sports was my life for a while.
Was it?
People bought the Wii that don't even play video games, so it
Yeah.
opened up
Yeah.
everything.
Totally.
Everybody in the world could have a Wii in their living room, even if they don't play video games.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that what happened was that they made all that weird, like trying to chase Wii Sports stuff after it came out. I have a job where I go into people's houses all day long, and yeah, every house has a Wii sitting on that shelf not being used. Every single one does. You know what I mean? But I agree with you, Chance. I mean, we bought it way late on Black Friday, like 5 years into it or something like that.
Whew.
And then there was like
All the
10
good games are already
awesome
out.
games, yeah, that we could go buy for relatively cheap for it, and I had a good time with it. But none of those games, the motion controls thing, that was the gimmicks that sold the rest of the world on it. But it made money for them, that's for sure.
I feel like
So-
if they set stuff that you could reach on those games, they could have lasted longer. They
Right?
could have kept more people's attention for longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. But yeah, so we'll see. I mean, at this point, I still want a Switch 2, but I don't really know why. Because, like I say, if I bought it right now, there's no games.
They're
Dude,
talking
Bomberman.
about a
Bomberman
port.
exclusively.
Almost like collecting with Nintendo, I swear.
Yeah.
There's a new port for Smash Bros. Is the E3 rumor, so that you could buy that same Smash Bros. You have on Wii U for it.
Oh, that'd be the problem too. So there's nothing until Christmas when the Mario game comes out, and for me anyways.
Bomberman.
And even then, I wouldn't buy it just for that one game. You gotta drop something else at E3. Drop Metroid or something in front of me as well.
They should just re-release all the major releases this year that
What
were on
about
Wii U since
Just
no
get
one
them out of
bought
the
it.
way.
Access to everything. That would
That's a really good idea. I didn't even think about that, but when I was playing Pokemon Rumble on my Wii U, not Pokemon Rumble, Xandro was the name of that Pokemon game?
I have no idea.
It was like a Pokemon fighting game. Actually, I forgot. I
Pokken
played the
Tournament?
Pokemon fighting game. Pokken Tournament.
Yeah, we get that.
It's
that
awesome,
one, yeah.
first
Yeah,
of
it
all.
is awesome.
But the problem is, like, with the multiplayer, the screen, like the handheld screen,
Yes.
like it lags out sometimes. So you can't even play multiplayer. Put it on the Switch. I will
Right.
literally go buy a Switch just to play that and beat
Yeah.
Xandra up. Xandra being my fiance, not actually beating her up,
Yeah.
playing Pokemon. Like right now, I will literally go to I will pre-order one from Walmart's website. And I hate going to Walmart.
Well, you can ask Corey. They do watch our show, so that'll happen in a couple of weeks. That'll be announced at E3. Pokken
Yeah.
for Switch.
Oh yeah.
So
Just
the
gonna
other thing,
read
did anybody here watch the Nintendo Direct this week about ARMS?
No.
I'm gonna be honest.
No. Okay.
I've
So
never watched a Nintendo Direct.
me and my boys watch every single one all the way through. They're stoked on them at this point. So, and I like doing it just for the news or whatever. They're weird, kind of infomercial-y, sell you stuff, but they're still whatever. It's about the crap I like, so I don't mind watching. And I gotta say, like the previous one when they talked about ARMS for like 5 minutes, it looked horrible. I did not.
Yeah.
You could not have done less to convince me to get that game. This one actually kind of laid out why the game would be fun. I feel like
The game looks cool.
yeah, just all the different, it's basically it's a quality fighting game. You know what I mean? And it's everybody has their different moves and their different skill sets and whatnot, and they just kind of laid it all out so that you can tell that it's definitely going to have Nintendo polish to it. So if I did have a Switch, let's pretend like one came in.
Is ARMS made by Nintendo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yep.
thought it was third party.
No, it's Nintendo. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, if that would be the only game that I guess I would buy it. You know what I mean? But it would just be for lack of other games. If it had a robust kind of catalog, I wouldn't be
I
there.
want to
so.
Switch just to pay for World of Goo again. Ooh, and if they made a Pokemon Rumble game for the Switch too, I liked those.
Corey wants the real Pokemon.
Yeah.
Switch.
That'll be the
What do
big
you mean?
question: is the next main one on Switch or is it on 3DS still?
I doubt they will ever put a main series title Pokemon game on the Switch just because of the fact that most of the people who they're selling to ride a school bus.
Yeah.
Although, actually, no, wait, the Switch has a mobile platform. Never mind.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah,
I
that's
did myself on accident. What's
Be
up?
able to have your save progress from your Switch to your Game Boy, back and forth. When you get home, you can play on the Switch. When you're on a school bus, you can play on your Game Boy. Same
Just
save
take the
progress.
Switch with you.
No. Like your progress can be saved, and
Right.
and you can just play where you were. Like your game, you take your game and you play it wherever you want to play it.
Why wouldn't you just take your handheld Switch thing?
Yeah, my problem with that is that
Yeah.
I can tell you, I got a 9-year-old and 11-year-old. They would not get this $300 thing to put in their backpack and go off to school with it. No chance.
Suggesting that
Well,
they
yeah,
take
but like, would you let your kid take his 3DS to school?
At this point, yes. The 2DS
Oh, yeah?
costs $80, and they're not glass screens and stuff. Like it's a
Personally-
little bit different.
Personally, my kid's not taking a video game to school, period.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Mine don't. I'm just
Somebody's
saying,
for
for that
bully
leaving
him.
the house
Now his
aspect.
song.
He's gonna leave it somewhere, and I'm not buying another one.
Right.
You know, I gotta have somebody to beat at Smash Bros, and it's not gonna happen if he loses his 2DS.
I just feel like so our kids, when they're actually playing their 2DS and 3DS when we're traveling around, it's like, so I live like an hour away from Denver, and when traffic's bad, that's a 2-hour drive. So when we go up
Yeah.
and visit our friends, they're in the back of the car playing on those things. I wouldn't let them have a Switch. If I bought a Switch tomorrow, no chance that thing's going on the road trip with us. I just know for a fact, yes, it would be destroyed. One way, sooner or later, something bad would happen to it.
That's sad, man.
A lot of songs.
They destroy
If
everything.
Xander and I bought a Switch, she'd be driving everywhere because I'd be playing the Switch in the passenger seat. But I'm basically a child, right, Xandra? So I'm just gonna like borrow her every couple seconds to make an inside joke about myself.
You're a smart child.
It works. I appreciate it.
So
Hi, Xander.
Grace says hi.
Hi.
yeah, so does the world.
Oh yeah, so does the internet. You're the most famous person on this podcast.
So the next thing, just wanted to talk about Witcher TV show on Netflix.
Oh
Are
yeah.
we all stoked about that, or?
I haven't played any of the games, but I like the world. I think that Geralt is a badass.
Oh, he
Yeah,
is.
it's badass.
It is super sexy. Just saying.
You're not allowed to say that to the internet while I'm sitting here.
Oh, that's
Wait,
fine.
sorry.
We never get a female talking about the
That's like
sexiness of Geralt. We always just talk about Triss and Yen
It's true.
and
It's very true. It's a different perspective.
Then again, it's been like proven any albino in any type of game usually is either a bad guy or a badass. One of the two. But either way, they're bad.
and
Okay.
they're still badass.
I don't know. If
Oh yeah, I was
Chance
gonna
is
say
also
there's
in.
lots of white-haired badasses who are bad as well.
So
But yeah,
So me and Corey don't make any bones about the fact that that's our favorite game of all time for both of us. So
Yeah, I can't
Witcher
believe
3?
you haven't played that, Chance.
yeah,
Yeah.
super. Super
I'm
stoked
not about
for
it.
It
I
was
mean, you like
beautiful.
Skyrim, don't you?
Absolutely.
I like Skyrim heavily modded. It's different. It's like a completely different game.
She
Like-
Yeah.
My girlfriend says that she has to be cast in the next Skyrim movie. She is a freak for that game.
Like
Nice.
Skyrim.
If they
No.
make a Skyrim movie, she's got to play in it.
Right.
That's the
You're
bottom
gonna
line.
be an extra who gets stepped on by a dragon.
Yeah, if you like
I'd be about
Skyrim,
it.
I don't see how you. I know it's a different game when it's modded up, but it's the same type of open world awesomeness.
Well, it all has to do with the fact that like I find third-person action games to be stale. You know, like think about how many third-person action games came out in the past 3 years. The Division, Horizon Zero Dawn, which I haven't played, but I heard is really good.
Yeah, but the Witcher is not. It's on a whole different level.
It is.
of all
Sorry,
those.
I got distracted by Xandra. She's being rude. Yeah, like The Witcher 3. There's more, but I don't play them. Shadows of Mordor came out, 2 years ago, 3 years
Metal
ago.
Gear.
Yeah, every Metal Gear game ever.
Right.
Although, actually, Metal Gear Solid 5 looked pretty fun.
Yeah.
Mostly just because it doesn't take itself very seriously, and I appreciate that.
The Witcher, though, all that aside, the reason why The Witcher's awesome is it's just like Skyrim. It's another one of those games where the world is the star. That environment is so fleshed out compared to any other video game of all time. In Metal Gear, you're just riding around a desert. In The Witcher, you're riding around in an adventure, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff happening.
Yeah,
it's
you're
just it's
Walking
not the
down
case
this
in those
road on
other
your
games.
horse named Roach, and you see a bunch
Roach.
of people hung from trees and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and every time something
Well, I
like that
watched
happens,
Sandra
there's a
play
story
it.
behind it that you can go check out and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And then the flip side of it, again, if people watch a lot of this show, we're beating a dead horse here. But the flip side of it is just that the storyline of it is so cool that it's most of those kind of games are a real generic hero where you're supposed to put yourself in their shoes. Like the fact that Geralt is who he is, or Geralt is who he
Geralt.
is, makes it so much just different to
It's an
play
actual
a character
RPG.
like that. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. You're role playing him, as opposed
Yeah,
to
you're not trying to be yourself as an elf
Yeah,
or
you-
something. You're
Yeah.
putting your
Yeah,
shoes,
it lets you
putting
make
yourself in
tougher
girls'
calls.
shoes.
Right.
Yeah, like whether you want to have sex with that one girl on a horse.
Exactly. Although my
I,
real
uh,
self may want to do that also.
I mean, you could always save, get the sex scene, go back so there's no consequences of.
Oh, I didn't know there was actual. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't actually played the game. I'm aware of that because of game ranks. Because I'm one of those guys. I watch game ranks videos.
So, and then speaking of The Witcher, the Gwent. So Gwent, for you guys, Gwent is the card
Oh, I
game
know
that
that.
takes place inside the Witcher's
The
world.
Witcher 3.
So there is a open beta tomorrow. It'll be the day that this show hits the internet. So if you're watching this on day
Oh.
one, it's May 24th. Open
Come
free
play Gwent
beta
with
for
me on
PC,
live stream.
PS4, and the Xbox.
I'll live stream it. You guys can 1v1 me and Gwent.
I'm not that good at. Thomas is the champion of Gwent.
The Gwent
so
champ.
I'm
he's-
going to be honest. I know very little about the game. I've played it twice in Tabletop Simulator.
It's a good game.
1v1
Yeah,
me
it's
anyway.
a card game. Yeah, it's a card game.
I'll poop on it. It's a strategy game. I'm good at those.
So, and then also the breaking news today, Red Dead delayed to spring
Yeah.
2018. I think least shocking news of the week for sure, though.
Yeah, I can wait.
Yeah.
I can.
I was gonna say,
Get
like,
it
we've been
right.
waiting this long,
Yeah.
Get it right.
I'm-
And to be honest, I'm still playing 2 100-hour games right now. Please make all these other good games wait a little bit longer too, because I don't have time for them right now.
Those new
100
screenshots
100-hour
look pretty
games.
sick, though.
What 100-hour games are you playing?
Zelda and Persona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not doing either of those.
Yeah. So, and then the final bit of the news of the day is just wanted to talk about the last weekend, the presentation about Destiny 2. So, kind of want to go around. So, Chance looks psyched.
I'm so hyped, dude. Okay, so I played Destiny 1 for like a pretty significant amount of time, especially considering I was a solo player because I had no friends at the time. At this point, I'm probably just going to have to buy it for Corey on PC so that he'll play it with me.
Right.
If this thing can handle it.
Oh, no. I have 2 computers. I have one sitting directly across from me. Xander works at some point, you know?
Come play some Destiny.
But no, I'm super excited. I played Destiny 1 a bunch. I bought all the DLC and all that stuff. I was one of those people who actually I liked. I don't remember his name. Game of Thrones dude who got
Dinklage.
his voice replaced.
Dinklebot.
Dinklebot. Yeah.
Yeah. We liked him too.
I liked him before. The voice change. I think the voice change sounds too hollow now. But yeah, no, I'm super hyped. Me and a couple of my friends online are definitely going to be hitting that up, like probably every day.
So you got friends now, so it's gonna be way better.
Well, yeah, I'm talking to them, guys.
But you're more hyped because it's on PC, right?
Absolutely, yes.
It's gonna be a delayed launch. They're not doing that on day.
Right.
On day
one. Yeah.
I'll wait a year.
Right.
Yeah, beta
Chances
test.
at this point you're exclusively a PC gamer, right?
I got games on my phone.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
he's a mobile gamer. Watch out.
Yeah.
I played the Destiny 1 beta, and then I killed it. I played all the way through it. I got everything you could possibly get, and then the multiplayer release, and it was just lame as fuck. I was like, no way did I just do all that to build up to this? This is what you guys give me? So then when it came out, I was just like, nah, Destiny's a joke. And now after a year has it been a year? I don't even know.
It's been 3 years.
It's been 2 years.
Okay, so after 2 years now, I finally will tell you that I agree. It's 3 years?
Yeah.
2.5.
Oh, 3?
2.5.
Okay, so
We're on year
Destiny
3.
is legit now, and I can tell you that I will be getting Destiny 2, and I think I'm going to play it for real this time.
Right. So, I know myself, I didn't play the online, you're talking Crucible, and I know from watching you play other FPSs there, Jimmy, that you can probably dominate in the Crucible. But to me, that was, so myself, I've been super casual with first-person shooters online because I've always been terrible and didn't want to put in the time to get good at it. And the Destiny's PvE sucked me in hard enough that I got good enough at the basics of the game where then I eventually moved over to the Crucible too. And then, went from being one of the shittiest guys in every match to being one of the best guys in every match after, a year. It took me a year to actually make that jump,
That's how it works.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you just got to put in work.
You just think about it, though. Like, the games that I'm good at, I've been playing since I was a kid.
Yeah,
like
totally.
Halo, I mean, yeah, they're different games, but it's still Halo.
Right.
I'm still playing Halo.
Yeah.
And I'm veteran, 10-year plus on Halo, so to be good
Sure.
a game that I've been playing for freaking 12 years, it's nothing. You know what I mean?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, I
Corey?
miss Halo.
Corey, your thoughts?
It looks like it's a new Destiny expansion that we're gonna buy and play the crap out of. I mean, I'm hyped for it. I mean, it means everybody's gonna get back into Destiny, and I love playing Destiny. And I mean, obviously we're gonna get it, play the crap out of it. But I was disappointed by the reveal. It seemed like Destiny 1.5. Basically the same classes, same enemy types, same navigation system where you fly from planet to planet. Same. I mean, basically, it's all
one more Crucible type,
So
one more
could have added
Crucible
more
type.
and
stuff.
it's still not capture the
Like,
flag. Why the
Yeah.
fuck don't they have
Like-
capture the flag in that game yet?
Dude,
Drives me nuts.
I love.
Yeah.
I
And
love
it would just be
capture the
Halo.
flag in
I know.
almost all
That's
of
okay.
these.
That's okay.
Dude, what do you mean it would just be Halo? It's Halo with wizards, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like myself personally, I wish I agree with Corey. It feels like 1.5.
They said like the whole presentation was like 3 new classes, a new strike, a new raid, like new weapons,
Could have been an
and
that's
like,
what every expansion
that's
has.
what they've said for when every expansion has came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So
I gotta say, I just don't care. I'm hyped anyway. Like, I do agree. Actually, the fact that like they showed the loading screens was odd to me.
Right.
I watched the presentation live, but they showed the loading screens instead of like, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this area that they're going to. They're just like, here's a loading screen of them in space for like a minute straight. Isn't it cool?
That's to compare
If you're
to
watching it in
how long
4K,
that
it's
we
in
were in
4K.
orbit.
it was a lot quicker though.
Oh, I mean, not literally a minute, but like just
Yeah.
they definitely could have done something about that. It didn't seem like they were really ready to have a presentation, not because the game isn't ready, but because like the people who were playing it and the people who were showing it off just didn't seem like they knew what they were doing too much.
Sure. Yeah, and
Usually, guys.
my kind of only kind of criticism is that I had really wished that they would lean harder into the RPG side of it. I'd really wish that what happens at the tower and stuff like that, which if you guys didn't play a ton of Destiny 1, the hub world where you're at, I just wish that you had a real economy in the game, that you had more people there, that there was more kind of like side missions that you could do for NPCs and, what I mean, wrap that kind of stuff into the game
They
as
acted
well.
like that's what was
More of an
supposed to be
MMO.
coming.
Yes, more of an MMO. Yeah, and it isn't an MMO because you can't do any.
Well, it's a Hive-based server. It's not an actual MMO. It's just pocket servers of.
But the structure of like how you do missions and stuff, I just wish that they would lean heavier into that. And I think after this presentation, it just shows for sure that they are not doing that. You know what I mean?
They're just playing it safe again.
Yeah,
They're not.
safe. Yeah.
They're not looking for new Destiny players. They're looking for old Destiny players to come play Destiny again.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Hopefully there's a barber.
It's just it's just the safe thing for everyone that everyone's doing right now. It's the whole thing that I said about like third-person action games. It's because they sell super well. The same reason why they're not going to end the Nathan Drake series. They're going to do like a spin-off where it's going to be another third-person action game or something like stuff along that line. So people being the video game industry right now is the AAA studios are all doing the same thing over and over again because of the fact that an indie game or an indie studio does all of the innovating and then they piggyback off of successes like Minecraft and like DayZ or 7 Days to Die or whatever,
Sure. Yep.
It's interesting that he didn't care about mechanics changing on Destiny. That's what I would have been 100% worried about, is the mechanics changing. Like the way that you fight, the way that you play the game. Like in Halo when they started adding stupid shit.
Yeah.
And
like the drop
Halo
shield,
Reach.
like
Halo
that.
Reach was a complete fail. No offense to people that like that game.
I'll be honest, that's my favorite Halo game.
In Halo.
But
this is a complete joke.
For storylines.
Reach was great.
I love the story of Reach.
Sorry if I offended you guys.
Oh, dude, I'm super butthurt about it. We're gonna 1v1 in Counter-Strike now.
Counter-Strike.
All right.
I haven't played Counter-Strike since Xbox One.
That was our 10-minute segment that went 35 minutes, so we're going to move on to the next one now. That's your video.
Get it, everybody. High fives.
So, just wanted to, again, Jimmy, Chance, brought you guys on because we are fans of what you guys do. Wanted to just highlight what you do, maybe ask a question or two. So, ask Jimmy first, kind of basically,
OTK Magicstick.
Yeah, give your spiel for what you do and where people can find you. All your info will be in the description of this video, but you know what I mean. Go through your deal. What do you do?
All right, so mainly I'm a Twitch streamer. But what I realized is that everything that I do on Twitch can be on YouTube. So I started making all my videos, and I got really into editing them and adding stuff to them and stuff like that. So I started taking everything I do online and putting it on YouTube, which is basically what I wanted to do since I was a kid and didn't have the equipment.
Right.
Like, man, that was fucking badass.
Diversify.
I recorded that, just stuff like that. So now I basically can do all the things I've ever wanted to. The one problem that I've run into is that the games that I like to play, well, okay, so RuneScape is a game I like to play, but that's like something I do on the side because it's like really grindy, really like you would think people didn't want to watch it the whole time.
Oh,
You ever play RuneScape,
dude,
Nate?
lots of people. Lots of people
I've
watch
never
RuneScape,
played
man.
RuneScape.
Yeah.
RuneScape is
It's because
the
you
game
can
for
hang out.
people. RuneScape
hang
is the
out
game for
and play
people who were
RuneScape
totally
live.
down to just left click
Perfect.
for hours.
So, nonetheless, RuneScape does really well on Twitch, and Halo and Call of Duty do not. However, Halo and Call of Duty highlight videos do well on YouTube, so that's why they're my main focus.
Sure.
So I make my Halo videos and I make my Call of Duty videos, and those are Monday and Friday. I upload Monday and Friday for FPS, and then on Wednesday I have my Iron Man series, which I don't know if you guys know what an Iron Man is, but basically it's RuneScape on roids.
Okay.
You cannot do anything that normal players do. You have to do everything yourself. You can't trade. You can't buy things from the Grand Exchange. I can't even pick up drops that some guys leaving on the ground. So
Gotcha.
people can literally troll me and drop like a freaking $100 million item, and I can't even pick it up. I have to just stare at it and cry.
Right.
So
Okay.
I thought it was and I've seen a lot of Iron Man series on YouTube, and they're the best thing ever because you get to watch from day one. You get to see how somebody would go through it.
It's the
You get to
opposite.
see the
of
last
power level.
video.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
You
the
get to see the
fastest,
last
quickest way.
video.
You can't buy your way through.
Right.
Like now, RuneScape with bonds and stuff like that, you can literally use real money, and they have this stupid treasure hunter thing where you can buy coins and buy freaking keys and just keep on leveling up your guy without ever playing the game.
Right. Right.
So Iron Man really brings you back to your roots. You have to do it by the book. You have to do everything yourself. You can't buy anything. So like back in the day, I would just buy all the herbs I needed, and then bam, 99 herb ore. Awesome, cool. Now it's like, fuck, I can't even get to 75 for this quest because I have to get every herb myself. I have to either grow it or get it in a drop, and it is insane. It really is insane.
Right. Yeah, totally.
So Twitch, every night at 10 p.m. Videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Arizona time.
Gotcha. And I figured out when me and you were talking about times, and we're still an hour off. It's because of daylight savings, right? Arizona doesn't do daylight savings, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Really?
Because they're the
Mountain
only
time, how are
smart
we an hour
people in
off?
America.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Cali drops an hour and you guys go up an hour. We're like really close in like this weird triune. It's
Sure.
crazy.
That's the only state that does that?
Yep.
It's the only state in the U.S. and
Yeah.
they're the only smart one.
The only smart ones, right? Exactly.
I don't
All right.
understand daylight saving time.
Chance.
To be honest, I have no idea. Yo, what's up,
Chance,
Chance?
give us your stuff.
On Twitch, I'm Aesthetic. On YouTube, I'm also Aesthetic. That's AZTHETIK, because I had to find like the edgiest vaporwave meme I could and make that my name. So I pretty much on Twitch. I'm not good at video games, so I try to just kind of like hope people will like me or the music that I play. And watching me die a lot. I play a lot of Battlegrounds. I used to play a lot of H1Z1, King of the Kill, but I kind of stopped doing that. And then I play a lot of strategy games with my friends. So like we'll have a night where we'll play 3 or 4 games of a game called Armello, which is like a board game and video game format. But and we'll just play and just like get drunk and just hang out and
Right.
just do stuff like that. It's very relaxed. I'm not like one of those people.
Armello is good. I saw that on the PlayStation
We
Store.
talked about that when it came out.
Yeah.
Armello is fantastic. I have all the DLC for it. I regularly buy like the new dice that come out because I love the company.
Nice.
But yeah, if you want to come by, It's Tuesday mornings from like 10 a.m. until I go to work usually, or until Xander comes home, I guess. And then sporadically throughout the evenings around 10 to 11 p.m. any night of the week. It's
Gotcha.
on my Twitch in the description. So.
Gotcha. And then real quick, like we're quickly running out of time here, but a question kind of that I want to hear from both of you about is, so, you know, I found Twitch in the beginning days when I would use Twitch was only when a game would come out that I didn't get and I wanted to see what was up with it. So I just search it, see who's up there, you know, check out whatever is the top view on there, and then move on. You know, since me and Corey got in this YouTube gig a year ago, you know, obviously there's a lot of crossover with Twitch streamers, and so I've met a lot of people and done a lot of things. Now I noticed that neither of you are showing off your cleavage. And so I'm just curious that, you know, for your average Joe guy who's doing a Twitch channel out there, like what's your goal with it? Do you, you know, you guys aren't begging for tips and stuff on there with Twitch, you know what I mean? So what's
my game wish?
Is the end game just for fun? Is it, you know, do you coincide something like Patreon with it as well? Like what's the market and like your guys' goals and stuff as far as that back end stuff?
You can go first if you have something actually interesting
so,
to say.
I agree with you in the sense that I don't show cleavage and I don't ask for tips. However, it's like for instance, I watch Twitch streamers, and if I watched a guy for 10 hours and he showed me a bunch of stuff on the game that I want to try, like I appreciate his time, and that's when you don't ask for it, but people do it because they appreciate you.
Sure.
Like the people that watch me on the Iron Man, like A, they're hanging out, B, they're working on their Iron Man, and C, I'm literally showing them anything and everything that they want to know.
Right.
So it's almost like a guide strategy book that you can interact with.
Sure.
Yeah, so you can ask questions to the strategy book without having to
and I've been playing
through it.
almost longer than I've been playing Halo. Like this game is just my blood. You know what I mean? Like I just know, and I've researched everything there is. And if there isn't something that I know, I will figure it out for you. And then there's like bossing with people, and I have points on the stream now. You can earn points, and then I have things that you can interact with me in RuneScape with your points.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
There's like the first one I got was 10,000 points, which I'm gonna raise soon, because people get 10,000 way too easy. You can gamble and shit just starts getting out of control way too fast. I had a guy, one of my buddies has over 1 million points. Well, he lost them now because he gambled it all. But 1 million. Are you kidding me? 1 million points? So anyways, so I try to interact the points with, like, so you can hang out, you can gamble. If you don't feel like going to Vegas, you can gamble your magic sticks in my stream.
I only got one of those. Gotta watch the stream more, apparently.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a great explanation for it, to be honest. I'm just trying to pick your guys' brains for people who don't watch Twitch at all. You know what I mean? And why should you? You know.
Sorry. I use the Patreon for YouTube primarily.
Sure.
Because it has an option of basically every time you produce content is like Patreon's goal, right? For up-and-comers that are producing content.
Right.
So YouTube is one of those things where you actually produce content. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I produce a video.
Sure.
And on Patreon, you can say, hey, I'm on board, and I have it set to like $1. You don't even have to get crazy.
Right.
It's $1 for every video that I upload. And I'm not the guy that uploads every day. I put quality in, and I actually spend time getting to those videos.
Yeah, totally.
Like the Iron Man's a whole week of content that I mash up and I put out on Wednesdays.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome.
Others are series, and so every time that I put out a video, you donate $1 or whatever. If you're signed up, it charges you $1 for every time and tells you the video's out. All the stuff that would be on YouTube's on Patreon, and it's just like a fun way to motivate me, I feel. Right now, it's a motivator, but in the future, like you've seen, like you can donate $1. If everybody in the world donated $1, you'd be rich.
Yeah, right.
You'd be a professional YouTuber.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
right now it's silly and I get like $50 a month or whatever, but in the future, if everybody just donates $1, I'm never going to raise it. That's not like my goal is not to raise it to $10 a video.
Right.
My goal is to get more people involved.
Sure.
So no one's going broke trying to support me, and then
So
at
you're-
the end of the day, everybody is supporting me without even trying.
Right.
So you're going the route of like trying to be a professional Twitch streamer / YouTube video maker,
See,
or at least you're
Probably
putting effort into trying.
yeah, so I'm building an empire, if you will.
Yeah.
Right now, I have to work. Obviously, I'm poor and I can't just.
Yeah.
I have bills to pay. I can't. But I like my job, and I'm an IT guy. I work with computers and software all day. Like, this is my world. I'm in my world at work. It's not so bad. But at the end of the day, I would like to not have somebody else
Yeah.
dictate my schedule.
Of course.
That's
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
the end.
See, I'm
Chance?
kind of the opposite.
Yeah. How about you?
So first of all, when I live stream very casually. I do have some friends and people who have watched my stream or do watch my stream who do sub to me on GameWist. But actually, most of my stuff is actually not for the stream. So initially, I had my own Discord server, but it kind of flopped and it wasn't something that I was like proud of having anymore. So I got rid of that and decided that my GameWist, which is essentially Patreon, except it's once per month, you basically just toss in like a certain amount. There's different reward tiers. The lowest one is $3.99, and you actually, instead of just like handing me money, anytime that I release music, because I also produce music, anytime that I produce something that's paid, if you're subbed to me on GameWisp, you get that release for free. You get a download code from Bandcamp.
Awesome.
Or like a secret link on SoundCloud that's downloadable, stuff like that. But I'm not really in it to make myself a professional Twitch streamer or anything like that. I just think it's fun. I initially started doing it so that I could make friends. Ironically, that's where I met the vast majority of the people that I talk to on the internet every day.
Right.
So like, I've accomplished that, and at this point, I'm kind of just like hanging out, talking to people.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's
that's a
cool.
huge
It's
thing
cool
for
to have
me.
the
It's just
different
interacting with
perspectives and
people.
whatnot, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not
Super
saying
good.
it's going to happen anytime soon either. So, like, I'm doing that until the end.
Well,
Yeah, me and
I'm just-
Corey have a definite, hope or plan in place. You know what I mean, as well, to eventually have it be side income, if nothing else. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But whatever, it is. Until then, we thought we could sit around until we found an investor and did something super professional, or we can just have fun doing.
Yeah, we
doing what
we
like.
talk about this shit anyways. So we
Yeah,
figured
might as well do it
record
on
it.
camera so other people can
Yeah.
talk about it in your comments. You gotta
Right,
get
Corey.
that engagement up, guys.
Corey,
Let's see if we can get to 10,000 likes, guys. I'm just kidding.
Right. Yeah, right. No, okay, Corey, we got to cut these guys off. What do you got for them? We're going almost an hour with these guys.
I think we're good.
Thanks
for
joining,
coming.
guys. Yeah,
Absolutely.
really appreciate it. So everybody watching the video, all of their information will have links in the description. I already typed it up earlier today, so pop on down there, click on all their stuff, subscribe to everything that they do in the different ways that they do it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
I have one thing
Thanks.
real quick.
Yeah.
The first time I've got to actually talk to you guys, and I
Yeah.
just wanted to let you know that you're awesome. I love watching your videos.
Sorry.
Seriously,
Appreciate
like,
that. Really appreciate that, for sure.
all
Yeah.
jokes aside, I love watching your guys' videos.
I've watched a
Thanks.
couple. I'm a little bit late to the party, but yeah, same. I work with Corey, so I see him like.
Oh, then you get it
Several
every
Too
day.
much.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I see him. I gotta put my hand over that part of the screen, but like
Yeah.
everywhere else, you guys are cool.
Right?
Yeah. I'm his boss, so it's like
Yeah,
he's
so
just
I, like,
used to me
have to-
drilling him so hard all day. Like,
He actually beats me in the cold storage, in the walk-in.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Men only.
Yep, we'll
right.
invite
Alright.
you both back at some point, for sure.
Definitely.
All right, guys. Good luck.
All right.
Good time.
Yep.
Deuces.
All right. So yeah, thanks for joining in,
Yep,
Chance.
thank you.
Yep. Jimmy, OTK Magicstick.
It's a great time.
Great times. So yeah, I mean, obviously, anybody watching, cable's overpriced. $80 a month. These guys have great content that you can watch for free on Twitch and YouTube. It's all free. I pay for Netflix, but yeah.
Yeah, if you're
Fuck
into,
cable.
if you're into
There's content out there to watch, and
if you like
they
video
provide
games,
it
yeah, these guys are doing stuff when instead of watching that Friends rerun,
for
hit
sure.
these dudes up instead.
Or The Office for the 4th time,
Right.
which actually is not worthless because I love The Office. Have you watched The Office in its entirety?
I think I've seen most of it, for sure.
I love it so much.
So, I love The Office too, Corey. So,
I feel like you don't love it as much as me.
no, I love The Office. I absolutely love it. I'm with you.
All right, good.
Cool. Every week, we like to give a shout out to the people who have YouTube channels that have subscribed to us this week.
Yeah.
We scrub through these. We don't necessarily just pick everybody. If you have a YouTube channel about pottery, I apologize. We're not going to showcase you because we probably don't have a lot of crossover audience.
Yeah, we
But
don't like pottery.
if you're doing video game stuff, if you're doing comic stuff, if you're doing nerd culture stuff on a YouTube channel and you subscribe to us, we're going to shout you out. Everybody who's watching this video, please go down in the description. We do not spell out these names, and it's internet spelling. They're a mess. So go down in the
Subscribe
description.
to them. They're good people.
Click on the links, subscribe to these people. So wanted to do, some weeks we kind of do a spotlight. I got a spotlight this week. Spent a lot of time on Don Comic Book Junkie. And
Nice. Comic booker.
Finally, we got a comic booker. Obviously, there's a lot more kind of video game content on YouTube than there is with comic books. What Comic Book Junkie really kind of clued me into, and then I took a bunch of extra time kind of watching other channels that people that were on his discussions and whatnot. And do you know about slabs?
Slabs.
Slabs.
Like
So
those stupid warthog looking things you kill in Borderlands?
no, those are slags. These are slabs with a B, not a G.
Okay.
So
don't.
people send their comic books into this place called CGC that does a certification. So they will go.
Sound like they're ripping off our name.
Probably, yeah. I didn't even think of that. So, you go in there, people send their comic books there. They go through the comic book page by page, looking for damage, looking for the quality of it and whatnot. And then they put a rating on it. And then they put it in one of those cases where you can like wall mount it. And it's got the rating across the top or whatnot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's all kinds of people on YouTube that have videos of them kind of going through their different ratings on the different books they got and whatnot. Cool stuff. So, anyways, I went down that internet rabbit hole with Don, Comic Book Junkie, and it was a good time. My comic book experiences right now are purely reading them and throwing them in a pile on the floor and letting my sons destroy them around the house. I just enjoy the content. And
they just destroy everything, huh?
They do destroy everything, yes, unless I'm very, very strict about it. But yeah. So, anyways, I just I thank you for showing me down the hardcore collector kind of side of this, which is cool. It's not something that we normally do. So that's my spotlight of the week.
All right,
Corey, what you got
now?
Yep, you got to list all the rest of what we were talking about this week.
Okay. The most anticipated greatest name award is coming up after I read these. We got a little red coat. Havoc Comics. V. James. The Assassin, 1989. Meeps.
What up, Meeps?
What up, Meeps?
Is it Meep like the sound that the scientist and the Muppet makes?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like Meep. Crank McBuff.
What up, Crank?
Sounds kind of dirty. We got Slippers Gaming. Cryptic Clown. ICP. Juggalo Woo Woo.
God.
Evil Hasty 4. And Spider Dragon and the the Dal Dando channel.
Nice. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for subscribing to us this week. Everybody else who watches, please go show them some love. Click on their channels. Click to subscribe. Appreciate it. I think as far as names, looking at that list, man, Crank McBluff, that's a strong one. Slippers Gaming, Cryptic Clown, I don't know. What do you think?
I'm gonna go with
Meats?
Cryptic Clown.
Cryptic Clown, you're holding it down with the Cryptic Clown?
I mean, I used to be a big ICP fan. I had a whole ABK decal on the back of my car and shit. Like, I was in.
Did you watch a lot of wrestling?
No, that was part that never really got into that half of it. Like,
You listen to a lot of them?
thumbtacks and stuff. Like,
I'm just making fun of Juggalos. The
Juggalos are cool.
when I listened to ICP, it didn't stand for Insane Cloud Posse. That was
Inner City Posse.
Yeah, right. Yes. Oh, we used to. That's funny. That's funny stuff. I do not condone ICP or Juggalos of any sort.
Hey, they're
I
from
just gotta put it on the
Detroit.
record.
They're
I feel
fine.
like-
You
no, I feel
condone
like
them. They're
they
good
get a little-
people. You're wrong. You're wrong. You are so wrong. There's so many good Juggalos out there, and you don't even know it.
I'm
So
gonna give mine to Crank McBluff.
take that back.
Crank McBluff, thank you. You get the name of the week.
Nope. Cryptic Clown.
All right, we do multiple names of the week. That's cool. I'm
Yeah.
down with that.
Cryptic
So-
Clown's great.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We're gonna do full spoilers discussion right now on Persona 5 through the first palace. So if you're playing Persona and you're wondering where we're at, we're just gonna go.
Komashita.
We're just talking about Komashita here. So full spoilers through the first palace, plus kind of if you play Persona, there's a little resolution time frame right after that. We're gonna go through that.
You wait for his chains of heart.
See. Yes.
Spoiler alert.
if,
Semi. Not a big spoiler.
If you don't want that, if you have not played Persona and you plan on it, check out, come back, watch the video later. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Everybody else, let's go full spoilers. 3.
Sure.
So, how do we just gush over how awesome Persona is for another 10 minutes?
So, I mean, you called Mona a boy. No, a girl.
I called her
You call her a girl, and you were wrong.
Yeah, she
Which-
flat out said that to me.
Turns out I'm right. I thought that was an optional thing.
Yes.
That if you had picked girl, they would refer to him as a girl the rest of the game. Not the case. Jeff thought it was a girl too.
Yeah, he yelled at me. Morgana, a name that ends with an A just seems like it should be a female name.
Yeah, but he's a dude all the way from when you meet him until the end.
I guess he is constantly hitting on.
Yeah, he loves Anne. He's
Yeah.
obsessed with her.
Right. That's true. I didn't even think about
Unless he is a she and she's a lesbian, which is stretching.
that. It could be possible.
It could be possible.
Nothing wrong with that.
Stretching.
So anyways, want to talk about Persona through that first palace. Finally I got through it. I know I'm slow video game player. I've got a lot of stuff going
Very
on.
slow. Yeah.
Yeah,
You got so much going on.
listen, I'm not making excuses. I got nothing to prove to nobody. I've been playing video games for a long fucking time.
Oh, you're a
Yeah, it
vet.
takes
You're a
me little
veteran.
while to get
You're a
through here.
veteran.
Yeah, it is what it
It's
is.
fine. It's excusable
So the
sometimes.
first thing I want to talk about, before we go any further, is that we both agree this is one of the greatest games of all time,
Yeah.
right? It's if you like role playing
Awesome.
games, if you've played old school role playing games back in the day, that's what this is. This is not an evolution of video games. This is a turn based fighting RPG from Japan
Definite
in
turns.
the days of old.
Yep.
Right. But great. But super
Throwback
super
Final
great.
Fantasy.
Yeah, right. Just all those games, and then so that's where we stand. Is that we are absolutely 100% enthusiastically fired up about this game.
Definitely. We love it.
Right, and so that first.
And I don't know. It's Futaba too. Never mind.
What?
Sorry. Nah, I won't even say it. We haven't even played. You don't even know who she is yet. So
Okay, yeah, then don't talk about it because that's not where we're going to right now.
yeah, no,
So-
that's spoilers. That's spoilers for sure. Way past where you're at.
So I'm the one. I just got to the spot that we're talking about spoilers up until, and it's funny. I remember when you were at this spot too. It's funny that literally I look at my save file. I've been playing this game for 18 hours,
Yeah.
and
That's right when I called you.
I've
Yeah.
only met 2 friends out of like 8 or something.
Yeah.
And I can't.
Yeah, you
go
got Anne and
everywhere.
Ryuichi.
Right, and I can't go everywhere on the map whenever I want to, and they're still popping tutorial screens up at me.
Can you
about,
even
like,
go to the city at night yet?
I just yesterday got the keys to the cafe, so I can do whatever I want at night. Just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Finally. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, at the start, you can only go in those back streets.
Right. Which there's like
That's
2
good.
things you can do.
That shit is weak.
Speaking of the back streets.
Well, the bathhouse is decent. I wish there were more chicks in there. It's always all dudes.
Well, that's how bathhouses are.
Now,
Yes. When you go to the city.
there are
the
naked
bathhouse.
anime chicks bathing themselves.
Not next to where the guys go hang out.
Bathhouse is awkward with all dudes, to be honest.
So, it's weird. Obviously, if you're watching this channel from somewhere else, we're both in America. In America, there's no such thing as a bathhouse. There might be like hot springs someplace where it's like outside in a big pond or whatever, but you're not just naked.
A mountain usually.
Right. But it's not like if there's naked people, they might be
Volcano.
like spread around or whatnot, but it's not just like you right next to other naked people. And so, my other experiences with bathhouses from Quadrophenia, because I'm into scooters and stuff, in Britain back in the 60s, they had a bathhouse, but everybody had their own bath stall where you got into it and they're all in different stalls yelling at each other in them. But this one, which is apparently in downtown Tokyo, it's basically just a bunch of guys sitting around in a big bath. And it's not like a pool like I've seen in movies and stuff before, where it's kind of like or like even like in The Witcher,
Definitely
where they
not
have a
a pool.
bathhouse, where it's like a big pool in a room. Like this is
No,
like
it's
just a big
You're
bathtub.
sitting next to naked dudes.
Yeah, that fits like 6
Their
people.
naked excretions are drifting onto your skin.
That's maybe not how I would talk about it.
They definitely are. I mean, that's a fact.
Naked excretions.
Yeah, skins naturally excrete oils and stuff, and that shit is floating onto you.
But if you were in a
At that
But
distance,
if you were
it's close.
in a bathing suit, it would still be floating onto you.
Oh, great. It might not naturally float on your...
Oh, that's funny. So
This
I might
gross
phrase it a little
as
differently,
fuck.
but I just got to say that, yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know that I would be down with the bathhouse in Tokyo if that's what they're like.
Yeah. Has there ever been a single chick in one of those?
No, Corey, they're separated. You don't have bathhouses with girls. No.
What the fuck is the point then?
To soak in hot water. People in
Maybe
big
I'm
cities
thinking
only
hot
have
tub.
showers and stuff.
I'm thinking hot tub.
It's not a hot tub party. No, this is like taking a bath because you never get to take a bath.
That's weird.
You don't live in a place where you can take a bath, and baths are cool.
Really, they're like laundry machines?
No, they're showers. They're called showers.
I mean laundry machines when you're too poor to live in a place with a laundry machine.
So,
Which sucks. By the way, have you gone to a laundromat? Oh, it's awful.
been a while. It's been a while. I gotta say.
It's like $10 to wash all your clothes, and
washer-
then you sit there forever.
You can get a washer and dryer for like $500. Put it in your place.
No, I have one.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't. What are you talking about?
I'm reminiscing.
Oh,
About
you're
what-
reminiscing. Oh, you're reminiscing. Oh, I thought you didn't have a washer and dryer now.
No, I got the shit
Gotcha.
now.
Yeah, once you do that, you can't go back.
Yeah,
It's
never.
tough. Yeah, it's like air conditioning almost. Anyways, so we're off track on Persona. The dungeon, I gotta say, so this is my first full dungeon, finally all the way through it, comparing it to Persona 4, which is one of my favorite games or whatever. The dungeons are a little bit cooler, how it actually seems to be a designed puzzle to get through them.
Yeah, you could save and come back. Like,
Yeah.
say if you go ahead like a decent amount of ways and you solve puzzles, if you save and come back, it's still the same answers to
Yes,
gain.
correct. Right, exactly. And in the like, I've be honest. The only slight criticism that I could have for a game like this is that I felt like even in Persona 4, I feel like they go on like 3 days too long. Like when I'm doing those for like 8, 9
they're
days
long.
to go all the way through them, I want to get back to the regular game a
Right.
little bit faster than it lets you. You know what I mean? Other than that, totally down.
Great game.
Totally love the fighting system. That can't say enough about that fighting system. And then it's weird that what we've talked about from day one is that the characters, the way that they do character development is so much hardcore than any other video game out there, with all the text messages, with all the talking, with everything that they do.
Yeah,
just
even
so
if you
much
don't
background.
talk, you get texted. And
Yes.
it's a long text. It's not a quick one.
Right. Totally.
It's a big old reader.
Yeah, and it just makes it so that you know these characters in ways that you don't in other games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
man, it's all day, every day.
Yep. And so
You're hanging out and talking.
to me, like, all that stuff is so cool that it's weird. So we got to talk about, right? We got to talk about the story through the first. I can't believe it's the first chapter. Like, I feel like
The abuse, the high school female abuse.
yeah. So I feel like
Yeah, it's fucked up, isn't
if
it?
like most people's parents of kids knew that was the story of this game, it would be like a big outrage news story.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean?
It's super controversial. Like, how is it even allowed to be a game? But
So, and for those of you who haven't played it and are sticking around for this conversation, the high school volleyball coach / gym teacher.
yeah, rapes underage female students and physically punishes male students.
I don't think he didn't actually rape them, but he's trying to.
Well, yeah, he has the full intention.
Right, and all of them get physically abused, and the one is like in a spot where she's a star athlete, but he's not letting her start unless her friend will come have sex with him.
That's the point where you're at?
Right? So no, well, I'm past it. But just the fact
How far past that? Do you know what happened? To her friend?
She only came out of the coma for like 30 seconds.
Okay, so she lived through the suicide. That's what I was talking about.
Yes. Yeah, right. Yes, that happens. Yes. So anyways, like, it's just crazy to me that that's the story of this game. And even to myself, and like, all this character stuff is so good that doesn't weird me out at all, that I'm just like, okay, whatever, I'm moving along with it for the other things. And again, like we had said, that's not, when all the things that you read about this game is like 10 out of 10, greatest game of all time.
Yep.
Nobody says like, hey, it's about this game about this high school teacher.
Nah, man, you're role playing the high school student. That's what you would do in high school. If like one of your fellow students killed themselves, you would be like, damn, that's fucked up. But I'm gonna continue on and do my high school shit. That's what you would do.
I know. It is. Yep. It totally is. The characters are so good that that's not even a thing. Yeah. It's crazy. Craziness. Great game. So let's, as I keep on plowing through this, let's keep doing it. As we get through the different palaces, we'll keep it up to date. We'll have a spoiler topic and say what's up, what's happening at those spots. All right?
For sure.
That was it. Comically Gaming, episode 53. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching.
Yeah.
We really
appreciate it. You made it all the way through?
Yeah.
Hats off to you.
Yeah, totally. Have a great week, and we'll holler at you next week.
Peace. Deuces.